Hello everybody and welcome back to another builder episode of From the Depths. And yeah, you wished that I make a tutorial of how to build an engine. So, engines, they're quite complex and not easy. Earlier in the earlier game, they were a lot easier. It gave thousands or millions of engine units, and now you're happy when you have 50,000. So yeah, the whole energy system changed, and it's now, I think, more easier to see how much energy you have, because you can't really see easy how much energy you have when there is a number with an E plus 20 or something like that. It's not easy to know. So let's come back to the engines. If we wanna build an engine, we always need a fuel engine generator. I will put this upwards. And to build an engine, you need to know what you want. Do you want an engine for a small ship just to run the propeller, or do you want something to run shields or lasers? You have to think about all that. And if you just wanna run the propeller, you can use the engine I'm building right now. Okay, this engine gives you 500 power if you run it at high RPM, but I would consider this using at 20% of the RPM. It gives you 100 maximum power. That's enough for a big propeller and two small propellers. It's completely enough for a small ship. If you don't have shields or anything else using engine power, it's completely enough. It produces 100 engine power, and it just consumes about, maybe I can turn it up, miscellaneous shields. I will just set this shield to the maximum size and to effects range 10, so it consumes all my power I have. And yeah, it produces 100 power, and the cylinders have overheated at my great engine I have under my vehicle. And yeah, it produces 100 engine power at 410 power per fuel unit. So that's very good. It's very efficient, and all the time my engine overheats. And yeah, this is a great engine for small ships, and for big ships the engines get more and more complex and difficult. But I'm gonna build right now an engine for big ships. For big ships you want to use turbochargers, not superchargers. Superchargers you only want to use for small ships, or engines you wanna use at low RPM. Turbochargers are for high RPM. So you wanna use them like this. I don't know if this works, I hope. No, it doesn't work. They need a carburetor. So something like yeah. This is, I can show it. It has low relative RPM, I have high RPM. And yeah, you want an blocked radiator. So this would, no, it's not connected. There you go. It's quite a good engine, I would say. you will need just radiators if the engine overheats, or you will need the radiators for cooling the cylinder down. So could also put an injector add-on on this one just to show how this would be with 5 injector add-ons. Quickly disconnect this to just show how this would be, and just place some more radiators to show the effect of them. So you see the thin line goes up, and this produces 1000 engine power, and I think it will never go on high. It never will heat up, hopefully. But this isn't a good design. And yeah, I will quickly put this up. Yeah, you see it's stopping at 750, nearly stopping there, but it has a power per fuel 50. That's bad, and I think you cannot make it better. I think so. I don't know. But it doesn't overheat. That's great. How much heat does it have? 79. Okay, that's quite good. Let's add some more radiators. So more radiators, better power per fuel, and more maximum power. So you wanna place as much radiators as you can. But that's very space inefficient. But as you can see, 63 and nearly 1000 at maximum RPM. And the line is going down and down and down. So yeah, that's a quite good engine for high RPM, and you just need how much heat do we have on this? 40 degree. 40. So let's put an adapter and use one more cylinder with a lot of injectors. Maybe we can get. I have to turn it up. Okay, now we have maximum power 1800. That's quite good. Yeah, it's quite good. And no, I can't put any more cylinders on this. But you see, they produce a lot of energy with just these radiators, and they are at 57% heat, and you can go up to 95 at maximum. So try something out with lots of radiators and things like that, and we have a fuel efficiency of 59. So this is quite a good engine, but it's very space inefficient with all those big radiators. What I think you can make is this. Could you? Could you? No, you can't connect. You connect? Great. Then you connect. Why don't you connect? Could you please connect? Now you're connected. Okay, fine. Then you could can put more radiators on this, and you can put more cylinders on this. So yeah, that's all I have to say about engines. Now these are 39% heat, and I produce 2000 engine power at a power per fuel of 60. For high RPM this is great, and I can quickly look at this engine I'm using. I'm using it with yeah, it's always overheating. And let me see the power per fuel, the maximum and the power it produces. So the power per fuel is 78 and it's producing 8000 energy, but yeah, now it's low and overheated at 40%, and they are way too, yeah. I can quickly try to change these with carburetors. I think then the fuel efficiency is much better, because carburetors are much more efficient than fuel injectors. Yeah, now we're producing 1000 at 68 fuel per second. It's much more efficient, but we are producing the half of the engine power. So you have to tweak a little bit around, look what you can make and all that. And yeah, experiment, and for high RPM I would suggest you using something, I would suggest you using this, and for low RPM this. Big ships with big size and small ships with small size. And you can also put here the fuel storage, so this is very space efficient. And for small ships you always want to be space efficient. So this would be the perfect, this could run about maybe 20 hours, I would think. Yeah, I think it would power fuel 500. It burns per second how much does it burn per second? It burns per second, well, yeah, I don't know how much it uses, but it doesn't use much. So yeah, please consider leaving a like or leave a comment or subscribe. All this would help me see knowing you wish more of my content. And goodbye.